Da, 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 na, 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 da, na, na, na. All right, hey, what's up, guy? Jim and I, we're gonna be discussing WWF Hart Foundation Coliseum video from back in the day. Hart Foundation, Twitter. It's when you connect it to your phone, it's crazy. It just blows up your phone all day long, all night long, especially when you're Gemini and you're taking over. No, I'm just kidding. But hey, today's video we're gonna be discussing WWF Hart Foundation. Why the Hart Foundation is not in the WWF Hall of Fame is beyond me. This tape was done somewhere around 86, 87, I want to say. And these guys were, when they were heels, 86, 87 was their big run, you know. They were awesome. I mean, they went 88, 89, 90 as a tag team, and then, you know, Brett eventually broke off into mega stardom. But this tape actually focuses around their 86 and 87 heel run. You know, funny skits too, you know, like where Mean Gene breaks in on them playing with the wrestling action figures, and it's action figures, and Jimmy Hart's there, and Mean Gene's like, you guys are playing with dolls, and they're actually action figures. But more so than the vignettes, and more so than the comedy on here, the quality of wrestling matches is superb. I mean, matches versus the British Bulldogs, real wrestlers, you know, Davey Boy and Dynamite, you know, the Killer Bees, you know, Jim Brunzell, you know, and Brian B. Blair, battling the Rougeau brothers. You know, I have so much respect for the Rougeau family up in Montreal. Just, you know, Jacques and Raymond, and their dad was a wrestler. I mean, Rougeaus were one of the greatest families in professional wrestling. The Harts joined by Honky Tonk Man versus JYD, Tito Santana and Davey Boy Smith. Bret Hart individual competition versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. This match was in Boston Garden in '86, and it was, wow, it was pretty amazing. I mean, you could see that Bret had money written all over him. Way back in the day, wrestling in front of Boston, in the Boston Garden, wrestling Ricky the Dragon Steamboat with Jimmy Hart out there. You can see the makings of, I mean, a superstar. And you know, this Coliseum video, one of my all-time favorites. I know I paid through the nose for it, but wow. I mean, the picture right here on the front with them holding the World Tag Team titles, the old school World Tag Team titles, when tag team wrestling was relevant and it was important, and it was one of the most prestigious belts you could hold. And when teams won the tag team titles, it was a big deal. It wasn't like, shit, who's the tag team champions now? Primetime players. Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Bret Hart would put those guys down in about 2 seconds. You know, Anvil would hoist up Titus. Bret would come off the ring with the heart attack maneuver, and it would be over for the primetime players. Obviously, Jim Neidhart, you know, he's having problems now. Jimmy Hart's doing good. Bret's doing good. These guys have been through a lot, but this was the foundation of where it all began, you know, and they became huge stars in the wrestling world. So let's snap some pictures and we'll wrap this up. This is the Hart Foundation Coliseum video. Thank you. I'm Gemini. Yeah, I mean, you old schoolers, I guarantee you that you rented this in the video stores. I mean, 90 minutes of just great matches, great promos, a different time in wrestling. You know, a lot of stuff that they show on here is just house show matches. I mean, they had, the Hearts had it all. They had in-ring psychology. They had a great manager. They had a great look. Both of them went on to great careers. Obviously, Bret had a better career than the Anvil, but the Anvil didn't have a bad career. You know, he had a damn good career now, too. You know, father of Natty, even though he's having hard times now. You know, all in all, this was the pinnacle of the Hart Foundation. This was the cream of the crop for them. It was right here in their heel run. 86, 87, man. I mean, they were dirty. They were nasty. They weren't supposed to get over, but they did, and this tape will tell you all about it. Just amazing Coliseum video. One of my favorites. Thank you for watching.